Jacob Fatu's world has just been ripped apart. The unshakable powerhouse of the bloodline, the man known for his savage strength, fearless heart, and warrior spirit, was left in tears after receiving the most devastating message of his entire life. The message no one in the WWE universe ever thought they would hear. A doctor, looking him dead in the eye, and delivering the news that Roman Reigns, the tribal chief himself, the head of the table, has died. Yes, you heard that right. The words tore through Jacob like a thunderbolt. Roman Reigns, the very man who stood as the foundation of the bloodline, the iron pillar holding together one of the most dominant eras in professional wrestling, has been declared gone. Jacob collapsed to the ground, fists pounding against the floor, screaming in disbelief. The tears wouldn't stop flowing, a mountain of a man, broken. The emotions were overwhelming. Imagine it, the entire bloodline empire built on Roman's back. Every battle, every war, every betrayal, every triumph gone in an instant. The silence of that hospital room became louder than any arena. Jacob Fatu, who grew up admiring, respecting, and living under the shadow of Roman Reigns' greatness, now had to face a reality without him. Doctors explained the cruel twist. Roman's body had been pushed beyond its limit. Years of punishment, the wars inside the ring, and the fight outside it, everything caught up at once. Roman Reigns had been battling behind the curtain far more than the WWE universe knew. And this time, his heart could no longer carry the weight. The reaction across the WWE locker room was explosive. Superstars from every brand fell silent as the news spread like wildfire. Veterans who once stood across the ring from Roman stood in shock. Fans all over the world flooded social media with disbelief, anger, and grief. Some even refusing to believe the reports, screaming that this must be some kind of mistake. But for Jacob Fatu, there was no mistake. He had looked the doctor in the eyes. He had seen the truth with his own tears. The heartbreak transformed into rage. Rage at the world. Rage at fate. Rage at the fact that the very man who carried WWE on his shoulders, who redefined what it meant to be a champion, was taken so suddenly. Jacob pounded the walls of that hospital, his voice echoing in pure agony, "Why Roman? Why the tribal chief?" And this is where the bloodline story shatters into something darker. With Roman gone, the power vacuum is unbearable. Solo Sikoa, Jimmy USO, GUSO, everyone's future hangs in limbo. But Jacob Fatu? His grief is threatening to explode into vengeance. He swore that Roman's legacy will not be forgotten, and he warned the WWE universe that chaos is coming. A storm unlike anything before. But let's pause for a moment. Can you even imagine WWE without Roman Reigns? Can you picture those arenas, those championship matches, those epic moments stripped of the tribal chief's presence? For years, fans booed him, cheered him, hated him, loved him. But one thing was certain: everyone respected him. Roman commanded attention every time he walked down that ramp. Now, Jacob Fatu and the rest of the Anoa'i dynasty are left trying to pick up the pieces. The doctor's heartbreaking words didn't just crush Jacob, they crushed the foundation of professional wrestling as we know it. Jacob Fatu fell to his knees, clutching his face, whispering Roman's name like it was the only thing keeping him alive. For a man who has built his career on violence, destruction, and intimidation, this moment showed the WWE universe the rawest, most vulnerable side of him. The world is already demanding answers. WWE fans are furious. How could this happen? Why didn't anyone see the signs? Was this avoidable? Or was this the price Roman paid for carrying WWE for so many years? Comment sections across the internet are burning up with theories, grief, and outrage. And that's exactly why this story has gripped millions, because it doesn't just affect Jacob Fatu. It affects every fan, every superstar, every single person who has ever been touched by Roman Reigns' presence in the WWE. Jacob's tears aren't just for his cousin. They are for the end of an era. For the loss of the tribal chief. For the crumbling of the bloodline. For the silence of the head of the table. And I need to ask you right now, do you believe WWE will ever be the same again without Roman Reigns? Do you think Jacob Fatu will rise up in honor of Roman's name, or will he spiral into chaos and tear down everything in his path? This is your moment. Sound off in the comments below. Don't stay silent. Let your anger, your heartbreak, and your voice be heard, because Roman Reigns may be gone, but his legacy is not. And Jacob Fatu, drenched in tears, broken by the doctor's words, is about to unleash a wave of emotion and destruction that could change WWE forever.